Hello there guys and welcome to another race here in this tier of Elite League Deluxe for round number 2 in Imola. Unfortunately I got more problems with my steering wheel and well at that point I have to use my old steering wheel, and to make things worse the throttle stopped working, and well, as you can see in that footage that I got 30 minutes earlier before the Grand Prix, you can see why I started to use the controller for this Grand Prix. It's going to be painful. It's going to be extremely painful, and I don't know. I don't think I'll finish the race, or if I finish the race, I may get last place and with lots of penalties. Hope I don't get disqualified, but yeah, it was an extremely horrifying experience, and had no other option than to use the controller. I had to replace Thorm's teammate Magic, and well, that means that for this Grand Prix Thorm will be my teammate, so it'll be a full THR, and it's going to be a little bit painful because I think he'll carry the whole team for this Grand Prix, but at least let's just try, man. Let's just try. So I was just practicing a little bit with the controller, although I was not going anything well, but well, hope we can do some improvements during the qualifying and the race. Let's do that thing. So well, I'm doing my first lap in a controller since like 8 months ago, in a Grand Prix race. I remember 8 months ago when it happened, and a massive steering wheel glitch, and well, as you can see, I'm not good at it. I just forgot how to drive a controller. I remember on F1 2021 that I was very good at controller, and then decided to switch to my steering wheel like November 2021. It took me a little bit of practice, but I just dominated too much that I didn't use that controller until F1 22, when that massive disaster happened, and we'll have to switch to controller, all the Xbox players, because I don't know what happened to the Xbox, but it wasn't behaving well. The steering wheel in certain games such as F1 22, and well, fortunately that problem got fixed on November 1st, and well, I remember a race that I got to November 5th. It was on Liga F1, the final race. I have repeated out it, but that race could be a week earlier if it wasn't by that massive glitch. As you can see, I'm not doing nothing of well in this lap, and yeah, I was just a little bit practicing because on time trials it's just another thing, and I just only completed one lap, and some others were just spinning. I was referring that I couldn't complete like more than one lap in a row, and yeah, I was extremely rusty with controller, to be honest. I haven't played any single F1 game with controller, not even these racing games in Roblox, for like 8 months. Yeah, you can see I'm not good at it anymore, after having lots of hours in the steering wheel, and yeah, that's going to be extremely painful for me. I don't know if I'm going to qualify in the top 13 at least, and well, let's try at least, because if there's no try, why are we here? And well, let's just do that try. We set a lap time of 1:20.523, which was extremely bad, and well, hope we can just improve that lap time. Fortunately, we can do it, so that's the thing we are about to do with another set of tires. So my second pilot lap, I wasn't doing much mistakes as before, and look at the improvements I'm doing. And I don't know how, but I set the fastest sector 2, and well, I was having some real hopes that I'll qualifying in a very good position, such like top 5 positions, and going to the last 2 corners, we're seeing that we're improving by over 4 seconds than the previous lap. So that means how many mistakes we've done in the last lap, and we've done it. We qualified P6 for now with lap time of 1:16.301, and well, I know I'm able to make a faster lap time than this. Let's just going to wait until the 2-minute mark, and let's just leave the garage at that mark, and let's just set that final lap. And that's the thing we're about to do. So in my out lap for my final flying lap, I was with Thorm, and well, we're just making wheel to wheel into, well, before Aqua Minerale, and well, I decided to just deal him, and I decided to not be too close with him because I want to have his 30 air, and also we're just teammates, so I don't want to be so bad with him, and I decided to treat nicely into his out lap, and well, we're about to do our final qualifying lap, but unfortunately we just cut the corner, and that means that you cannot do this to me. No way. I was about to enter the pit lane, but I decided to not, and just retire from the session, so I don't waste much time. But yeah, we just ruined our lap time before even beginning it, and well, I don't know, but I don't know how many places will drop out, but I'm sure I will qualify P8, and I'll qualify lower than it because Thorm is about to set a lap time, and obviously it'll be quicker than mine. And well, Thorm and Real GT are the ones who are yet to set a lap time, and I think Thorm is going to be the last to set a lap time this session, but I know that it is going to be a better lap time than mine. And I was just checking how it's in his lap time, and I think he's just going extremely good, and I was just hoping, although it's just a bit feeble, but I was just hoping that he just goes wide. But yeah, I don't want to have some bad wishes for him. Well, he's done it. He's set a faster qualifying lap than myself, and he's qualified 3rd. And well, here is the qualifying results. Pause it if you want to see with more details. But I qualified P9 in the 5th row. Not a pretty good qualifying for me, but at least we did set the time, and we didn't qualify last because we're playing on a tank controller, and we have played on that since like 8 months ago. And also, one thing more to say is that I set the softer tire location, not the balanced ones, because I was thinking that it's just going to be an awful race, and I don't think I'll be in the point. So what's the matter to do a good strategy? Let's just risk it for all, because we have nothing to lose. But we're seeing that we're having real chances to get big points. So I may regret a little bit, but well, let's see. I'm just hoping there's no safety car in the middle of the race. Enough that I should need a second medium tire, because I only have 1 medium and 3 softs that I used during the qualifying, and the other soft that I'm saving for the race. And meanwhile, we're able to get our race strategy, and it's going to be, well, it's have to not change anything. It's just going to be a default medium hard. The only thing I want to change is, of course, the race fuel. I decided to not under fuel because I'm going a little bit more aggressive with the throttle, because I'm not I'm not good at being smooth with the controller anymore, and I didn't want to risk just like what happened in League Champions Advance on the final race that it didn't happen in the safety car, and I almost ran out of fuel. Well, I indeed ran out of fuel. Unfortunately, there's no formation lap, so we just get straight away into the race with the pirate lights being turned on, and it's lights out, away we go. We have a good start, and we already jumped the real GT, and we are up in the V8, but right after it, the mutual safety car got deployed, and well, that's just a bit weird that just after the race got started, the virtual safety car got deployed. I don't know why, but the virtual safety car got deployed, but this shouldn't happen because there were no race incidents. Oh wait, I want to just retire from the race, and well, that might be the reason, but well, we're now 17 runners instead of 18, but that didn't happen, that thing. It should be a normal race start, but I don't know why, but the game decided that it'll be a virtual safety car time. I was going to say safety car, but it is but virtual. Unfortunately, that means that I won't be worrying too much with the fuel, and the safety car has now entered into the end stage, and we are about to end this safety car, and well, we are back into racing once again, and unfortunately I didn't brake properly into Acqua Minerale. That was the real Acqua Minerale, and well, I don't know if I said that corner wrongly, but yeah, I just forgot where Acqua Minerale is, but in between sector 2 and sector 3 into those corners. But we are now into lap 2, into P8, 1 position gain, and well, hope we can gain more positions, but it is a little bit unlikely because look at the gap we are between us and Jovan, and well, we're seeing that the gap is now reducing by much, and well, that means that we are having weird chances to overtake him into the next few laps. Unfortunately, I'm just receiving some few warnings. I don't know how, but I did receive my first fastest sector into, well, sector 1, and we're seeing that we're approaching with Jovan, and we're catching him, and we are having plans to overtake him into the main straight in the next lap. I decided that it is going to be that straight, we'll overtake him, and well, we're doing that thing. Meanwhile, we're just making more mistakes because we're not handling much about our braking, and we're just locking more and more our rear axle, and way more because look at the drifts I'm doing, and well, I decided to deploy all my ARS. Unfortunately, that won't be the lap I'm about to make that overtake, because look at the gap, and I decided to still deploy all of my ARS and into turn 1. We're seeing that Jovan has done those corners very good until turn 2, that he's gone, he's pressed the throttle too much, that he's lost control, and he's gone into the runoff area, into the Tamburello chicane, and we are up into P7. Fortunately, despite going 1, we didn't get another warning. We were seeing that an Aston Martin spun and almost crashed with him, but fortunately he was ghosted. But unfortunately, that means that after I slow down, Bernie is now in approach to overtake me, and I have to be real fast, but unfortunately I need to be a little bit careful, or else I'll get another warning, and thus if I get another warning after that, I'll get a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings of corner cutting. So let's just defend from Bernie. Fortunately, we don't need to defend too much because we are more than 1 second ahead of him, so he has no DRS from me. Charles is the fastest lap, but that isn't much of our topic because he's just leading the race, and we completed lap 3. Well, now into lap 4, ending that lap. Unfortunately, I got another warning, and well, exiting the Rivazza corners, we are entering lap 5, but before that, the first actual safety car of this league, Elite League Deluxe, got deployed because one of the Williams retired and we almost crashed with the safety car. Fortunately, I could avoid, and well, at first I didn't know why deploy the safety car, because it can be some ridiculous reasons that some players deploy the safety car and they do not DNF. Well, it might be because it's an increased rate, so it's more sensible that I mean, well, I was trying to say that it's more probable that there's going to be a safety car, even though it's a slight minor incident, just like that Williams that got retired from the session, and that was enough to deploy a safety car, a real safety car. I stayed out because it was too early to go for hearts, and well, we're just waiting for more players to catch the safety car, and well, let's get our field bunched up. But we're seeing that players are literally beginning to have penalties, such as my former teammate from the previous race, and as well as Stretchy, who got a 5-second time penalty. I don't know why, but I think he's made contact with another driver enough to consider the FIA as a severe collision, and well, I think he entered the pit lane to serve his penalty. But well, let's now catch the safety car, and we may get into the top 5 because Guerrero has a 3-second time penalty, and well, will be less than 3 seconds behind him, so his penalty will be extremely affected if the field doesn't get sparsed for the rest of the race. So good luck there, Guerrero. So meanwhile, we're just heating up our tires, which in this game it's not going to be too difficult to maintain our tires heated up, because on F122 you have to be a little bit aggressive with the tire to maintain like 80 degrees Celsius. We're doing the same on F123, but it's less harder to maintain that temperature. We're easily at like almost at 90 degrees Celsius, so it's not going to be too much of a concern. But we're seeing that the carcass temperature is the topic we need to be a little bit concerned, because it's just a little bit getting cold, and we're seeing that Bernie just what the hell was doing with the AI? What the AI was trying to rebuild me, or what was happening? The AI decided to just push me off the track to the inside, almost caught in the corner, almost gave me a penalty because it was going to be the third warning, and well, we just lost the place, and because I was outside the track, the overtake was considered legitimate, and well, unfortunately we have to be behind the slow Bernie, although I'm also slow, but it is just special circumstances. I'm not slow in some usual circumstances, but I'm an controller and I'm in some difficult situations. But Bernie's a cone, and well, for those players, for the viewers who don't understand our language, in our team we say cone to the players that are very slow and maybe don't want to improve, and I don't know why, but the engineer wanted us to box for softs at this lap and then box for hards, and I decided to stay out, and well, let's just wait until the safety car ends. But yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed about how the AI doing this to me, but well, fortunately I can overtake, not like in real life that it is almost impossible to overtake. It's F123, it's not real life, so it is possible to overtake. So it's time to do that thing after the safety car ends. Well, I'm technically in 6th place, but I'm physically in P7 because of the penalty of Guerrero. So we still lost the place, but it's not going to be an easy task to maintain that 3-second gap with Guerrero because of Bernie, and he might be really slow, and that might be one chance that we cannot overtake him, and well, it's going to be an extreme disaster for us. But well, meanwhile, let's just wait until the safety car ends. So in this lap, lap 8, safety car is in this lap. The safety car is about to end, and well, fortunately we have our tires into the optimal temperature, so we might get a decent relaunch, although we just made a little bit contact with Bernie, but fortunately it was just a slight touch, so we will not hand us a 5-second time penalty because we just made a little touch. Fortunately that wasn't the case for us, and into turn 2, we're using that. Unfortunately, I just lost my rear axle, and we went wide, and we lost. We even lost 3 places. I was going to say P7 and P8, but we also lost P9. And to make things worse, we are about to lose P10 because the real GT is about to overtake us, and he made the dark one. But we're seeing that he's gone. He's gone too much with the throttle and lost control, and we're seeing that there's intense wheel-to-wheel fight with Guerrero and Stretchy into those corners, heading to our appointment early, and Stretchy decided to spark off because if he would still be wheel-to-wheel, I think it would end very bad for him. And well, into the chicane, we have to do those corners properly, but unfortunately I just went wide into the first corner of that chicane, and the second was a terrible exit, and Sandia is trying to overtake us, and into the Rivasa I have to defend for him, and I have to do that thing, and unfortunately we just made contact, and I think we just lost our rear axle as well, and we just spun, and we are out of the order. And well, fortunately the safety car got deployed, and that means that we'll box 4 hard tires. We'll make our one and only pit stop, and fortunately we legitimately overtook Skywalker. The FIA considered that as a legitimate overtake. So we are in P15, although yeah, it doesn't mean a lot because they don't give you points, but well, we're just going to exit the pit lane and get to that field and heat up our tires and wait until the safety car ends. And on the very next lap, the safety car is in this lap, and the reason why in P13 instead of P15, it is because Rinaldex and Guerrero has boxed, and I think for hard tires from mediums to hard. Well, of course I know they boxed 4 cards, but I don't know which tires they were before boxing. But the safety car is about to end, and we overtake Churrasco, but unfortunately we overtook in the jail flags, and well, that means that I had to keep his place back, but unfortunately instead of just losing 1 place, I just lost 3 places, and well, we're down into P15, and Guerrero almost spins into a runoff area, but he could stay on the track, and we're seeing wheel-to-wheel fight with Guerrero and Churrasco, but I decided to jump back off, and Churrasco almost spins because he's gone time. Well, he started with Guerrero, and well, he almost spun into the runoff area into a Vineyard corner, and well, we're still in P15. Skywalker didn't overtake us, and thus stay in penultimate position. Meanwhile, we were about to be behind Churrasco, but unfortunately I done Aquaminelli very badly, and well, the gap got increased from like 0.3 seconds to 1 second, and we're seeing that there was Joe Flax and someone has spun, and it was Sandia, because he's now down into P13, and the one who was in P13 was Guerrero, and we're seeing that he has a 5-second time penalty, so that means that we are technically in P13 if the penalties get applied. And now into lap 13, we decided to just stay behind those drivers, but Skywalker is trying to overtake us, and Rinaldex is out of the way, and unfortunately he overtook us right before the safety car, and I think Um, oh boy, I think they have their tires anchored, and Rinodex has gone into the outside wall, crashing. And well, Guerrero, despite still being in the race, I think he spun, and well, he's down in last place. And before the safety car, I was going to say that Skywalker overtakes us, and we are down into last place. Yeah, that's a bit humiliating, but at least we aren't in last place anymore because Guerrero is. And well, I think Guerrero hasn't got any damages with his front wing. Well, let's see at the end of this lap, because he might box, and that means that it could be that Guerrero actually damaged his front wing enough to make him box to repair his front wing. But well, at least we aren't even halfway into the race, so he has many places to come back, but hope I can come back as well. But well, we're seeing that the field has been punched up, and we're seeing that Thorm, my teammate for this race, has bumped, as well as Sandia, and I think these are the only two drivers. And well, we are up into P11. In reality, I think 4 drivers went to pit, and well, we are bordering at the point, although it could be that we are in reality in the points because Skywalker has a 3-second time penalty. So if the penalties get applied, we are up into P10 because we are less than 3 seconds behind him. And we are seeing that Thorm and Guerrero both have penalties. 6 has the seconds of penalties he has, Guerrero, and Thorm has 3. Sorry for confusing you about the words I have said a few seconds before. Yeah, I'm just a bit stressed, and I don't know which words to say, and yeah, sometimes I just struggle to choose which words to say, and sometimes I just confused. And well, let's just get straight into a race because we're getting out topic. So we are heating up our tires 90 degrees Celsius. So meanwhile, we're just waiting until this safety car ends. So hope nothing bad happens during the safety car period. So let's hope we can get a good relaunch after the safety car ends. And unfortunately, that's where the downfall will begin, because I just made contact with Churrasco, enough contact to make the FIA give me a 5-second time penalty. And well, I was just enraged, and I was just going aggressive with the throttle, and well, I was in the control, so it was the RT button. Yeah, I was checking what was called the button, and yeah, that wasn't a little bit of a good day for me. And well, we're just waiting until the safety car ends, but it'll be a little bit difficult to make a comeback because of my 5-second time penalty. Although that the safety car is in this lap, so let's get prepared for a decent relaunch. But unfortunately, we just slowed down, and Guerrero made contact with us, and oh boy, we are down in P13. We actually got inside of Sandia, but I just ghosted because I just crashed too much with the drivers in this lap. And well, the safety car is now ending in this lap. There is no much there's not much time to feel my emotions, so the racing action is once again here. Guerrero has got into the pit lane, and well, I decided to just back off a little bit. I decided to go in the outside of Sandia, but I almost lost control, and we're seeing that Guerrero has retired from the race, and well, I'll be down into like P14 into last place. And to make things worse, we just gone wide, and we actually got into last place. Yeah, that's not good for us, and there's nothing to lose. But, well, let's just try to come back a little bit. And we're seeing that into those corners. We're seeing that Thorm and Sandia has got their wheels anchored, and they made contact and they spun into the inside run of area, and I just got wide and cut the corner, and unfortunately got another 3-second time penalty. The first 3-second one, and yeah, I just braked too late. That, yeah, I just rear-ended Skywalker, and yeah, it was the most unsportsman behavior 2 laps of my life. Yeah, I just misbehaved in those laps. Sorry about that thing, and yeah, that's where the downfall is going. And well, we're into P11. Thorm has got into the pit lane because he has to repair his front wing, and we're seeing that the real GT has spun, and we're up into P10. Although that won't be a lot because of the penalty, and unfortunately I just got wide once again into the Villeneuve corner. And to make things worse, I was going extremely bad, and I was just going aggressive because of my rage, and yeah, it's not going anything good for me. And despite being in P10, we're outside the points because of our penalties. And well, despite that, we are still trying to defend from Sandia and into the chicane. We have to do this properly, and well, that's the thing, we didn't do this thing. We caught the second corner, and well, Sandia is able to overtake us, and yeah, almost made contact, and yeah, I was like a little bit, well, I have nothing to lose, but yeah, I was very angry, and I decided to not give effort to re-overtake him. And well, lap 18, the DRS is now enabled, but that won't mean anything for me because the gap will be increased to 1 second, and I won't have DRS for sure. And I just once again locked my rear axle. Man, I gotta stop being aggressive with the brake, and unfortunately I didn't know where the real GT was going, and yeah, I just blocked him and got another warning and gone wide, and that's just a bad thing. And we're seeing that Skywalker has spun exiting the turn 7, the 7th corner, and that's not a positive day. That was a day to forget. That was a day to forget, and we are outside the points, and despite overtaking the real GT, and we're still outside of the points, and Sandia is far away from us, and I don't want to do this video. But I have to, and have to expose all of my dirty things I've done. And unfortunately, I just locked my rear axle again, and I just made a 180-degree turn, I think a 270-degree, and we are in dead penultimate place. Thorm is in dead last, but that doesn't matter. This is a disastrous day for Mercedes. A 13-14 for us. And to make things worse, I got another penalty, and gotta end this recording. I'm tired of doing that segment. I'm tired of it. And meanwhile, we were on that misery on lap 21, and fortunately the miracle happened because the safety car got deployed. So fortunately I can finally go and come back a few places and cut into the points, but unfortunately it won't happen because I have 11 seconds of penalties accumulated. So from the misery to the frustration, although I wouldn't say frustration other than regret for being extremely aggressive into the corners and going wide and cutting corners, because that was all my fault out those penalties. So I cannot blame anyone. And well, we were about to overtake that retired driver, and we are up into P12, but still we are in penalty place. And well, right ahead, right behind me is Thorm, my teammate, and he almost overtook me, and two drivers are going into the pit spot. They won't lose positions from me because they're too far away from me. And well, we're still in P12. Let's just get into that bunched up field and let's wait until the safety car ends and still be in that actual misery. Well, damn, we should get those penalties. And well, at the end of this lap, we're seeing that Thorm. What are you doing, Thorm? Oh wait, he's going into the pits as well as Emmy and Sandia. So well, at least we are in the points physically, but not officially, because of our penalties we have. And yeah, I'm a bit angry, although despite that we are officially in the points, because Thorm, I'm referring to, he is far away enough to get my penalty not affected, and also Sandia, but they boxed more soft tires. So yeah, I think I should have boxed more soft because I have one new soft, although I decided to not do it because I wasn't being too much trusted with the soft tires and its tire wear, and I thought that the softs won't get into the end of the race with less than 60% of the tire wear, and we once again locked our rear axle. This time we didn't lose any places, fortunately, but well, it could be way worse. Fortunately, we didn't lose any places, but we're seeing that they have bunched up, so that means that I'm down into P13 because I have 11 seconds of penalties and the safety car is in this lap. So well, I hope I can come back and be as fast as possible. So let's get ready with those tires, although my tires are at lead. Damn it, I don't know what to say. Already, I was going to say already the tires are heating up a lot because they're at 97%, 94, well, 97 the rear ones and 94 the front ones, and the safety car is out to end. Unfortunately, I couldn't get too much near the Real GT, and Sandia is about to overtake us into that straight lap 24, and well, unfortunately, we are still going to be into that misery, and we are dropped down to P10 physically and into the Tamburello. I started to almost rear-ended Sandia, and well, I saw Thorm's dream and he was complaining out to me not giving his place back, and I decided to, well, involuntarily cede his place to involuntarily yield. Well, I did it accidentally because I just ran wide because I just took that corner too aggressive. Yeah, that wasn't good news for me, and we are down into P12, and we almost got another penalty, and we just locked once again our rear axle, this time into Aqua Minerale. When we are about to end this race, I want to stop that recording now. And well, we were still on that misery on lap 27, and well, to make things worse, I just gone wide once again into the Benioff corner, and we just spun, and we lost many seconds, and well, Thorm said enough is enough, and he retired from the race. I watched his stream, and I saw that Churrasco made contact with Thorm, and Thorm spun, and he got outside of the points, and he was done with this race, and he's decided to retire from the race, as well as Skywalker, who also retired from the race. So that means that we are in P11 and in last place. We are in dead last. Oh, yeah, I knew I was going to be in last place, and well, we just spun once again because we are not careful with that, with those brakes. I decided to box because look at the tower. After being too aggressive with the hearts, yeah, I could get the puncture. I have to box now. Well, I decided to stay out because what? I decided to suffer more, and well, we are 32 seconds behind the next driver ahead of me, who is Churrasco, and have 17 big seconds of penalties accumulated. And well, I just got spun once again into the vineyard corner. I think I've gone I've spun and gone wide like 5 times in this race. Yeah, I think that was the worst race I have ever got in my life. The worst race in league racing, because to be honest, I have done worse races in other racing games when I was a bit younger. Well, that was the worst league race I've ever had in my life that I finished. Well, I don't know, I maybe consider it not because of the season opener in season 6 of Elite League Racing Cup, but well, we are about to box in this lap because we are done with the tires and we may get a puncture, and well, to be honest, I think we'll get lapped. We'll get lapped. For the first time in this league, on Elite League Deluxe, we are about to get lapped. And I think the first time in the entire history of ERL's leagues. I've served a 5-second time penalty I've had, and well, we have only now 12 seconds of penalties accumulated. And first of all, 12 laps us, and then I think Stretchy also laps us, and Darking as well, and the real GT I think so, and well, a lot of drivers will lap me, and well, we only have 3 laps to go, and yeah, I wanted that race to end. I wanted those 3 laps to end, and well, I was in absolute misery, but at least with the soft tire, so I have chances to get the fastest lap, although that won't be anything because I'm outside of the points. And you know, if you get fastest lap, you may get 1 point, but that point will get if you finish inside the top 10, and I'm in P11, which is outside of the top 10. So unless there's a miracle, going for the fastest lap will not be worth it. Guess I shouldn't have boxed, but I think it was the only choice to box, because if I wouldn't box and instead stay out, I think I would get a puncture and still I'll get lapped. So at that point, I don't think I should be frustrated about boxing and being lapped, because the tires were done. The tires were done. So well, I decided to just go extremely fast and just go like there's nothing to lose, because literally I have nothing to lose. I don't have any points, and well, I'm in last place. The only thing I can lose is the race, which I can maybe get disqualified and also lose the super license. So still, I have to be just a little bit cleaner with, and also clean with the drivers. And well, we're about to get into the final lap of the race. Well, for me, because I'm lapped, so I'll get 31 laps instead of 32. And, well, to make things worse, I'm the only lapped in this race, the only one. And meanwhile, I'm getting on lap from other drivers because I'm going with those soft tires, a better tire than others. And, well, into the Ribatsa corners, we are about to go for the final lap of the race. Into that straight, I decided to deploy all my ERS like there's nothing to lose, because literally this is the lap of the race, so I deploy all my ERS as I can because I don't have more ERS to conserve. And into the Tamborano chicane, well, we are nearby Joman, and we are about to get on lap from him. And, well, into the Vineyard corner, we on-lapped him. Fortunately, we didn't spin like him other times, and whoa! Somehow we set the fastest sector 1, and, well, hope we can get the fastest sector 2 as well, so we can get the fastest lap of the race. But unfortunately, I just got a little bit wide, and also my ERS has been run out. And, well, into Aqua Minerale, I've done this a little bit decently finally. Personal best sector 2, and we were about to unlap from the real GT and Stretchy, although we just got a little bit terribly into that chicane. And we're seeing that Stretchy has forced the real GT wide, and, well, remember about this thing, because Stretchy is under investigation. We finished P11, last place, although we just set the personal best lap. It wasn't the fastest lap, unfortunately, and, well, it's a shame that we were the only ones that got lapped, and we were in P11, the only one who got outside of the points. But remember that Stretchy is under investigation. So, these are the race results. Tamar wins the race, followed by Dark King, and, well, the last man on the step on the podium is the man who is under investigation by the stewards, Stretchy. Meanwhile, the others who finished were the Rio GT, who finished in 4th, Giovanni in 5th, Happy Bonsai in 6th, Churrasco in 7th, Bernie in 8th, Emma in 9th, and Sandia is the last one who finished in the points. Me, well, I was the only one who was outside of the points, the only one who got lapped, and, well, yeah, that was a bit of a shame, and also a terrible day for the Mercedes, because my teammate didn't score points, because as you remember, he retired from the race, and, well, it was an 11-12 for us. And, well, remember what I said about Stretchy, that he was under investigation? Well, these were the answers that the stewards got from Stretchy. And the answer is, after so many reports from other players that Stretchy was dirty to them in races before this and in this race, the answer has been given. After so many agreements with the FIA and the league stewards, Stretchy is going to be expelled from this league after many complaints from many players from other races and in this race. And also, Bernie has told us another news, and it is that League Champions Advance, the league that got closed, still isn't dead, because it is going to sponsor this league. So League Champions Advance isn't completely dead. So, well, I think there'll be a little bit of drivers from that league that will return, maybe. And, well, that gave me a question. Will Stretchy get disqualified from the championship? And that's the question I asked Bernie. in private message, and he said that only Imola. And well, I also asked that if he's got disqualified from the championship, or they're still going to count the results, and he said only Imola, but I wasn't understanding much if he was about to say that only on Imola he counted the results, or he got disqualified on Imola. And on the next day I decided to ask Bernie once again if he got disqualified from Imola, and he told me that yes, he's got disqualified from Imola. So at least finally we've got a post-race miracle. Well, a miracle happened. We got another point from the championship. P10. P10. Wow. Wow. And wow. Every driver that finished in this race got a point. And me, despite finishing last, we got a point after Stretchy got disqualified. So, hope I get a new steering wheel after that refund. So, see you guys in the next race. Goodbye.